Okay, so I'm Rob Baker. I'm the archivist for Blind Veterans UK. We were founded in 1915, and so we were founded in response to the First World War and the large quantity of men that were coming back blinded from the war. We were one of a number of organisations, of charities indeed, that were founded at around this time, that were attempting to assist, rehabilitate the men who was coming back injured, wounded in some form, or possibly multiple forms. We were based in Regent's Park. We did, though, have a number of other properties around the country, and we had a base in Brighton, which opened very soon after we started, so we've also always had links with Brighton. We were founded by a gentleman called Sir Arthur Pearson, who was a fascinating man, remarkable man, who had himself gone blind. Pearson saw it as learning to be blind, a holistic approach, which involved training, specific training, which for the majority of the men we were helping was often occupational training, things like poultry farming, massage as we called it at the time, physiotherapy now, boot repairing, basket making, things they could actually go on to earn a living with afterwards. There were also more general life skills that would be useful. We taught Braille, we taught typewriting, and we also had a whole range of social and indeed sporting activities as well. This approach, it was something that was very much ingrained in the ethos of our charity and came out of the views of our founder, Sir Arthur Pearson. But it was certainly something also that other charities and other organisations were taking forward as well. So that would encompass the work that was being done at the Royal Pavilion in Brighton, for example. All these organisations did tend to look at not just the kind of practical and technical help that people required, but also at their life beyond that. Sir Arthur was terribly keen, we were terribly keen, to overturn the idea that blind people were just objects of charity and of pity. He felt very strongly that was not the case, that given the right support, skills, help, you could live more or less just as a sighted person could. I frequently think our founder would have been both astonished and delighted at the fact that we're still going nearly 100 years on from when we were founded. But our membership has widened considerably in recent years, because since 2000 we have also been caring for anybody who has lost their sight, who has been in service but not necessarily lost their sight as a result of or whilst in service. So we're helping more people now, substantially more people certainly than we were 10 years ago. We have many plans for the centenary, yes. Essentially what we're trying to do is both put on events which will be things that the blind veterans that we currently help will be able to take part in. We also, of course, want to use the opportunity to promote the fact that we're around as a charity, the work that we do, the fact that we're actually very happy to hear from other people who might be eligible for our assistance. People may not be aware that we've changed name relatively recently. We used to be called St Dunstan's, we're now called Blind Veterans UK. And of course, yes, we're an organisation that came out of the First World War, and we're very much participating in wider First World War commemoration activities.